All right, see how it got white now? That's when you put it on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, say that you do on my side. I'll just make sure you take the brothers that stuff for okay, check it out. Take that tomorrow. Alright, what time is it? Good. You went live, right? Also, Kayana, state your reps.
Kayala, Banyahawda, Banyashala.
Kayana, Banyahawda, Banyashala.
Yahba Shim Yashabrakatum.
Yahba Shim Yashabrakatum. Song.
La Yashala.
Song. I might may stand. While my Yahakudan may turn to face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer and He will shut the door from the house.
Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abinau,
Abinau,
Shabbat
Shemayim,
Kadah,
Hayat,
Shakah, Yahawah, Malakukah, Aba'ah, Atazak, Hayat, Aisha, Aratazak, Kawah, Hayat, Bashamayim, Nathanael, Lakal, Ragam, Masalakawa, Kabawathiyanawa, Wala'ah, Nabiyanau, Balasawa, Abba, Hawashinawa, my God, Rod, Kaya, Lakab, Hamalakwa, Maha'ala, Mahatapara, Ma'agalum, Aman.
The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts, and we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And that is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Barakat, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ma'ashem.
Ma'ashem.
Yahushua.
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 Adonai.
Adonai.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Hakak. Lafa'ah.
Lafa'ah.
Kalmaka'al.
Kalmaka'al.
Kalmadawa.
Kalmadawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Latahon.
Latahon.
Hamatazari.
Hamatazari.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lahakoy.
Lahakoy.
Hamathi.
Hamathi.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Awakawa.
Awakawa.
Hatama'al.
Hatama'al.
Garsha.
Garsha.
Ma'ashem.
Ma'ashem.
Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Walaman.
The power in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Give us the power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
Power to cleanse the
The power
leper.
to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you so be.
Thank you so be. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ad.
Asha'ad.
Ayyan.
Ayyan.
Oh. Mahoy. Ma'ayan. Gaba'ad. Isaiah.
Isaiah.
Ma'ay. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Wa'awatazah. Ayathan. Amawat. Ragab. Ayanawam. Shamar. Manah. Na'ah. Yanawam. Bala'ad. Yashar. Shamamar. Yashra'al. Yahweh. Shamar. Yahweh. Tazar. Ayah. Yawamam. Ashamash. Na'ayakat. Bayarat. Yahweh. Yashamar. Makarad. Yashamar. Ahnapash. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'ataka. Ma'aka. Ma'aita. Ma'ai.
Good job. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hill. From whence coming my help? My help coming from Yahweh. Made heaven and earth. Not something I foot to be moved. He that keepeth even he that keepeth even on slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yahshua. Neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. Sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. This time forth. And even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Allahim. Al-Damai Lakah. Al-Dakarah. Al-Dashakwat. Kayahana. Yahama Yawam. Wamashanaka. Nasha'awa. Ma'az. A'amaka. Yahweh Yawam. Sawah. Wanakayani. Magoya. Bala'ah. Yazakar. Aywa. Kayat. Na'atazawa. La. Yakawa. Ayaka. Bayat. Yakawathwa. Ahoya. Adawan. Wayashama Ali. Mawa'aba. Wa'agari. Labab. Wa'amawan. Wa'amalak. Alishabi. Tazawar. Gamashawar. Nalawa. Aiman. Hayawa. Zawarai. Labayalawat. Salah. Ashalahan. Kamadi. Kasaya Sora. Kayani. Barakal. Wayashwa. Nashamawa. Ma'ayan. Da'ara. Hayawa. Daman. Ma'adamad. Shayatuma. Harayapua. Ka'ara. Wakaza'aba. Wakazabat. Wakazazomada. Al-Nashiyakuma. Ashar. Amo. Nayarasha. Lanawa. Na'awa. Alahayim. Alahaya. Shayatuma. Kagala. Lapayrakah. Ka'az. Daba Ira. Wakalahaba. Dalahat. Hayam, Khan, Daradapa, Basa Ira, Wabasa Wafka, Labahala, Mala'a, Fayaham, Kuala One, Wayabakwasha, Shakar, Yahawah, Yabasa, Wayabahoya, Ayai, Wayakapawa, Wayabawa, Waya da Ira, Kaya, Ata, Shakar, Yahawah, Ayawon,
Psalm chapter 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O power.
Keep not thy silence, O power.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O power.
Be not still, O power.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they hate thee and lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy enemies. They have said, Come, let's cut them off from being a nation. Let the name of Yahshua may be no more remembered. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, the Baal, Amalek, Philistines, the inhabitants of Tyre. Assure also was joined with them. They have hoped in the children of light. Salah. You want to them as unto the Midianites. As the Sisera, as the Japheth, as the brook of Kasar, perished the end. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a rid. And like Zael. Yea, all the princes as a Baal. And as a Munah, who said, let us take ourselves the house of God in possession. Oh my power, make them like a wheel, and stubble before the wind, and fire burneth the wood, and the flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy temper, make them afraid with thy storm, fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. Oh Yahweh, make them be confined in the trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish. That men may know. Thou whose name alone is Yahweh. Thou the most high over all the earth.
The blessed in the Hebrew. Barak, Atah, Yahweh,
the blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh. Yahweh Shah. Michael. Gabriel. Command. And the angels. Commander Johanna. The generals. Captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you always.
Thank you always. So be it.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King
of heaven and earth.
All
things living.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah. Listen to us now. Right now. Send evils and curses. And punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And speak up against us. Our prophets and the teachers. The princes and the priests. Israelite brothers in the school. Send evils and curses. Punishment and destruction. To the heathen. And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel.
Shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel.
And refuse to give to the school.
And refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches into thy sanctuary.
Force their riches into thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
They nations and they drug dealers.
Nations and drug dealers.
They court system.
Court system.
The prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All governments of our
All
enemies.
governments are enemies.
Eminent synagogues of
Eminent synagogues of our
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
Pope.
Islam. Christianity. Egyptites.
Egyptites.
Militia. Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan
Aryan
Nation.
Nation.
Skinhead.
Skinhead.
Toxic
Toxic
commentators.
commentators.
Gay move.
Gay move.
Lesbian.
Lesbian.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of
Workers
witchcraft.
of witchcraft.
National Space
National Space Program.
Army.
Navy.
Air Force.
Marines.
Wall
Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways. Cable access channel.
Cable access channel.
Radio channel.
And radio channel.
With the spirit of any of thy people.
With the spirit of any of thy people.
And seek to stop us.
Seek to stop us.
And bring swift destruction.
Bring swift destruction.
All the heathen.
All the heathen.
That stand in the way.
Stand in the way.
Try to stop us.
Try to stop us.
Broadcasting your word.
Broadcasting your word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the
Let
plagues.
loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Through the earth to consume them.
The earth consumed
The
them.
plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer.
The plague shake the house of the thief and the murderer.
Let Yahweh shine. Michael. And Gabriel. Come down with the flash.
Come down with the flash.
Punish all the heathen.
Punish all the heathen.
Come up against us.
Come up against us.
Speak thy word.
Let's speak thy words.
Cause it to be known by all.
Cause it to be known by all.
Angels that have done
Yes,
it.
the angels that have done
Cause it to be spread throughout the media.
Cause it to be spread throughout the media.
Throughout the whole world.
Throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake it down coming.
Cause it to shake it down coming.
Name of Yahweh shine.
Name of Yahweh shine.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry. Please turn. You shot me. You have a seat. All right, y'all, get a little hand. All right, we're back at another Sabbath service. The scripture, the Lord says, 6 days thou shalt work. The seventh day shall be Sabbath of rest. Be a day of rest, y'all. We're back at the Sabbath service. Last week we had last Saturday we had the Passover. Get a Passover here. All right. We had an excellent time, man. We had so much fun at the Passover. Y'all who don't celebrate the Most High's high holy days, y'all don't know what y'all missing, man. Right. Y'all have no idea. It is way more exciting than being in the church for, doing Easter egg hunting. You know what I'm saying? And all other, boring stuff that they do. Well, the Passover weekend, man, it's so exciting. They have so many different events. And, it's one of the greatest things ever, man. And on top of the Passover, we also have the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Then the Feast of Unleavened Bread, it's a week-long celebration, y'all, where we eat unleavened bread, all week. We don't eat any bread with leaven inside of it. And it's we eat unleavened bread all week. And it's so cool because we come up with so many different ideas on how to make, things with unleavened bread. You know what I'm saying? The same things that we eat with leavened bread, we can make it with unleavened bread. Right. You dig what I'm saying? We eat, still eat hamburgers and sandwiches and stuff like that. We just make it with unleavened bread. And it's a lot healthier for you also. You know what I'm saying? And it's different, different things. They make pizza and, hot pockets. And, you know what I'm saying? All kind of different things, man, you can make. There's no limit to the amount of things that you can make, with the unleavened bread. So it's not like we just, hate for the Feast of Unleavened Bread to come because we got to eat unleavened bread all the time. No, it's, we enjoy doing it because it's a challenge for you to try to figure out something else to make besides just regular unleavened bread. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's a cool thing, man, and we enjoy doing it because the Lord said do it. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing that the Lord said do that we just loathe or just hate to do. You know what I'm saying? You make the most out of whatever it is that the Most High say do. And Easter, Easter egg hunting Easter eggs ain't one of the things that the Lord said do. It's today Easter.
It's Monday,
tomorrow.
Sunday.
Okay. So this is one of their holidays that they reverence. Easter, and it's just stupid we do. All right, but we follow the Lord's high holy days, and right now tomorrow will be at sundown. That will be the end of the feast of unleavened bread. All right, so tomorrow at sundown is over. But yeah, man, it's been great. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about y'all, but I've been eating me some unleavened bread. Well, I do know about y'all. Y'all been eating unleavened bread too. Yeah, you ain't got no choice but to eat it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what we've been doing all week. All right. I don't know. Any more announcements? Okay. So we're gonna read the Torah. This is what we do for Sabbath service. We'll read the Torah, and we'll read it in our original language, which is Hebrew, and we'll also read it in our oppressor's language, which is English. That's what we understand is English. For those who don't understand Hebrew, we'll also read it in English. All right. And if y'all got any questions about anything, you can ask your questions. I can ask your questions. If we can't, we'll get back to you. Go ahead, bro.
I just want to know if you got an answer to whether or not Christ will be ruling the kingdom for literally forever, or will he die?
Yes. Okay, so Christ will not literally physically be, I think that's the word you really want to use. Physically be ruling the earth for 1,000 years. All right, he won't physically be doing that. But the laws of God will still rule. Okay, that's what it'll be ruling over us for 1,000 years. Right, our brotherhood, and he will still be our king, same way that he is now. He just won't physically be here for 1,000 years ruling over the people. All right, we have to. It's going to be other brothers and stuff who rule, through generations and stuff like that. But Christ would be the head of that. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same way he's the head right now. He'll still be the head that same way in the kingdom. So you don't want to look at it as some kind of fairy tale where Christ floats out the sky and then he just be sitting above us over in a cloud for 1,000 years. You know what I'm saying? Like the Christian church had you believe. But yeah, he's definitely the laws of the land would definitely be governed by Christ. So that help you answer your question. Okay, so like I said, if you got any questions, do we have any questions online? All right, so we're gonna read. We'll read Numbers, the 11th chapter. Where we stop at?
Read Numbers 12 and 1.
12 and 1. So like Numbers 12 and verse 1. We'll read that in the Hebrew. All right.
It's Numbers chapter 12 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wathabar, Marayim, Wa'aharan, Bamashat, Adawath, Ha'asha, Hakashayath, Ashar, Laquak, Kaya, Asha, Kashayath, Laquak, verse 2. Verse 2. Waya Amarwa, Harak, Akah, Amashah, Dabar, Yahweh, Hala'ah, Gum. Banwa. Dabar. Wayashama'at. Wayashama'at. Wayashamat. Yahweh. Verse 3. Waha'ayash. Mashah. Ainawah. Ma'ad. Ma'adah. Makal. Ha'adam. Ashar. Al. Panya. Ha'adamah. Verse 4. Waya Amor. Yahweh. Patham. All. Mashah. Wa'al. Aharon. Wa'al. Marayam. Kaza Awa. Wa Shalaki. Shalash. 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 Salaki. Shalash.
Yeah, Shalash.
Shalash Fakam. Oh, Aho. Mawa'ai. Wayataza Awa. Shalash Thumb. Shalash Thumb. Verse 5. Wayada Salaki. Wayarad. Yahweh. Ba'ai Aina. Waya Aimad. Salaki. Ainan. Waya Aimad. Salaki. Waya Aimad. Pathak. Ha'aho. Waya Ra'a. Aharon. Maryam. Waya Taya. Salaki. Waya Taza Awa. Man Yahum. Verse 6. Waya Amor. Shamaiwa. Na'ah. Dabarya. Yahayaha. Nabaya. Ya'akum. Yahweh. Bamara'ah. Al Yawah. Afawadah. Baka Lawam. Dabar. Banya. It's like it. Bawat. Verse 7. La'ah. Khan. Ibadia. Mashah. Bakal. Bayafia. Na'am. Bayafia. Bayafia. Na'aman. Hawa'at. Verse 8. It's Numbers chapter 12 and verse 1 in the English. And Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman.
All right, so Miriam and Aaron, these are Moses' brothers. And they talking smack. You know what I'm saying? Because Miriam just like all, sisters, man, you want to talk smack to, her, to the sister, man. She ain't part of us. She ain't, with us. So she like, they just want to, be catty, and Aaron is, being catty right on with her. All right. You ever met a dude like two sisters, they arguing or something, and then it's a dude who always you would think that a man be like, saying, I ain't getting no weak stuff. That's some woman stuff, what I'm saying? But then he get into it too, just right along with the woman. So let the sister in. And then he get into it. Well, that's what Aaron was doing right there. All right. Seemed like every time somebody was going against Moses, it's like Aaron was always in the mix, some kind of way. All right. Keep reading.
Verse 2.
Go ahead.
The Ethiopian, is she not an actual Ethiopian?
No, she's an Ethiopian woman. Yeah, she's a heathen. All right, he met. Okay, so you know where he met her at?
In Egypt.
Nah. When he went to Meridian, that's where he got this woman at. When he went to, okay, he had a woman when he was in Pharaoh's house.
Right, he had Pharaoh's daughter.
Yeah, he didn't have the woman then, so he left and went to Meridian for 40 years, and that's when he, met this woman, and they had children and things. All right, so that's how he met her. All right, verse 2.
Verse 2. And they said, hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it.
All right, so now what they doing? Go ahead. They hate no more. All right, this is what's going on. So they like, why, ain't the Lord that you don't just speak through Moses. He speaks through us too. We speak the words of the Lord too. And the Lord heard, the Most High heard them down here hating on Moses. All right, Aaron and Mary. He heard them down there hating. Keep reading.
Verse 3. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which are upon the face of the earth. Verse 4. And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation, and they three came out.
All right, so he told me, like, look, man, y'all three come out here. Come outside, to the tabernacle of the congregation. And I want to speak to y'all personally. All right, because y'all down there hating on Moses, and I want to say this, face to face, so y'all can understand how real this is. All right, keep reading.
Verse 5.
It's a real thing to hate on the anointed of God. The one who God anointed to, be a leader. That's a real thing, man. When you hating on him, and the Lord don't take that kindly. All right, keep reading.
Verse 5. And the Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth.
Right,
verse 6. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision and will speak unto him in a dream.
So the Lord is telling Aaron and Miriam, all right, if I make a prophet, if you're going to be a prophet, I'll let you know who is the prophet and who's not. Because what was the argument with them? Go ahead.
The argument was that the Most High don't only deal with Moses, he deals with all of us.
He deal with all of us, all right? So now, the Most High is straightening. You're like, okay, well, if I'm dealing, I'll let you know who I'm dealing with because I'll be talking to them in a vision or I'll speak to them in a dream. All right? So, what is he really saying to Miriam and Aaron? Go ahead, sis.
You need to close your mouth. Like you need to stop talking.
So I think I asked the wrong question. What is the point that he's trying to make to Miriam and Aaron? You was correct on what you said though, for sure. Go ahead.
The point that he was making is that the person he chooses to deal with, he gonna present himself to not just everybody.
Right. So, what was he saying to Aaron? You right about it. So what was he saying to Mary and Aaron? Because don't forget, they was like, well, he he uses us too. All right. He don't just speak through you. He speak by us too also. So what is he saying to them when he said that I will, if there be a prophet among? What's the reason why he said it? That if I was going to be if there's a prophet among you, then I will make myself known to him in a vision or in a dream. Why would he even say that? Go ahead.
It's because they were questioning. When they started to question Moses, having either like they questioned the Lord, they were questioning the Most High. And so he was telling them that if I choose to pick another prophet, then I'll do it. Like that's what I'll do.
You kind of own it. Because there's a reason why he specifically said the dream and the vision. You own it though, sister. Anybody else know? For time's sake, I give it to you. Because he wasn't speaking to Aaron and Moses and Miriam in a dream or in a vision. Because they sitting there saying like they the prophets. So he's like, okay, well, if you was the prophet, then I would be doing what? Speaking to you in a vision or a dream. But I'm not speaking to you in a vision or a dream. Who am I speaking to? Moses. So he's letting them know that you are not the prophet. Moses is the prophet. Because if you was a prophet, then I would be talking to you the same way that I'm talking to Moses. Right. All right, so what did he do? So what the Lord just do? Go ahead. He just checked the hell out of both of them. All right. Keep reading.
Verse 7. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all mine house.
All right, so he let him know Moses is the one I'm speaking to. He's the one who's faithful in all mine house. All right. Keep reading. In the Hebrew. So
Numbers chapter 8 in the Hebrew. It's like Numbers chapter 12, verse 8 in the Hebrew.
Hey, y'all want some unleavened bread too? Y'all need some unleavened bread.
Ha-ha. Oh. Ha-ha. Adabar. Bawa. Wamar Ra'at. Wala'at. Hakayada. Watham Nathat. Wathamnat. Yahweh. Yabayat. Wamad wa'ai. La'a. Yara Atham. Ladabar. Ba'ibadya. Bamashat. Verse 9. Wayakar. Apat. Yahweh. Bam.
Hey, Salaki.
Wayalat.
Hey, y'all get a sister hand with it delicious unleavened bread, man. Unleavened bread is busting. You know what I'm saying? You did an excellent job. Good job. Yeah. So like I ain't mean to stop everything, man. That unleavened bread good, man. You should try it. All right, good.
Verse 10. Waha'ainan. Sar. Ma'ab. Ha'ahol. Wahana. Mariam. Matazar Ra'ai. Matazar Ai. Kashalad. Wayapan. Aharon. All. Mariam. Wahana. Matazarai. Matazara'ai. Matazar'ai. Verse 11. Waya Amar. Aharon. All. Mashat. Bayat. Adanya. All. Na'ah, Tashaf, Alya, Alyana, Alyanawa, Alyanawa, Alyanwa, Kata'ath, Ashar, Nawa, Alanwa, Wa Amar, it's like Wa Ashar, Kata Anwa, verse 12. All Na'ah.
Read through 14.
Kaya, Kamath, Ashar, Bataza Athawa, Marakam, Awam, it's like it, Amawa, Waya Akal, Katazaya, Basharwa, verse 13. Waya Taza, Waya Taza Aikwa, Waya Taza Aikwa, Waya.
Is it Waya Tazakwa?
He said it right.
Waya Tazakwa.
Waya Taza Akwa.
Waya Taza Aikwa, Masha, all Yahweh, La Amar, all Na'ah, Rapa'ah, Na'ah, Laha, verse 14. Waya Amar, Yahweh, all Masha, Wa'abaya, Yarak, Bapanya, Ahok, it's like it, Halak, Thakalam, Thakalam, Shaba'if, it's like it, Yum, Fasagar, Shabaif, Yum, Makawataza, Lamakana, Wa'akar, Fa'asap. It's Numbers chapter 12 and verse 8 in the English. With him will I speak, my mouth, with him will I speak, mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches, and the multitude of the Lord shall he behold.
All right, so this is the Most High still checking them and letting them know. I speak to Moses face to face, mouth to mouth, the way that I don't speak to you. Right? This is they just letting them know, Most High letting them know how he teaches Moses to teach them. All right, keep it.
Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?
He says, so if I'm speaking to Moses face to face, and then he's talking directly to the Lord, why are you speaking against him? And why aren't you scared to speak against him? You should be like, I can't speak against Moses because the Lord is with Moses. I can't speak against the Lord. Talk to Moses every day. He come down here and tell us what the Lord say. Why the hell am I hating on Moses? The Lord, they were like, and the Most High was like, you should be afraid to even say something about Moses. I deal with Moses directly. All right, keep reading.
Verse 9.
Salaki, go ahead, sister.
Salaki, I'm sorry, what chapter?
Numbers chapter 12 and verse 9. Verse 9. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. Verse 10. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
So the Most High he got mad at Mary and Aaron for talking that smack. And before he left, he smited Mary. All right? You know what I'm saying? Why you start laughing? I said, he did. You know what I'm saying? She said that talking, yeah. She thought she was just going to get away with talking about Moses. You know what I'm saying? While she talking. So he's so like, he smited Miriam before he left. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I'm finna go. I'm pissed. They done pissed me off. Smite. Go ahead.
This should be another color scripture too. That's all I was thinking.
Yeah, it's coming up. Yeah. So he smited her. All right, read it one more time.
Verse 10. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
Mm-hmm.
And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous.
All right, so he turned Miriam into a leper, all right, to teach her a lesson about, talking smack about Moses. All right, you shouldn't be you should be talking about the anointed one of God. All right, keep your mouth closed when it comes, in men's affairs. All right, keep reading.
Verse 11. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not thine sin upon us, wherein we have sinned, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Mm-hmm. Verse 12. Let her not be as one of the dead.
Let her what?
Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb.
All right, so it said, when you come out of your mother's womb, you're like, all right, so look at, I'm dark skinned, right? Well, I guess I'm brown skinned. When I came out of my mother's womb, I was real light. You know what I'm saying? All of us are lighter when you come up out of your mother's womb, all right? And Aaron was like, don't make her like these lepers, man. Don't leave her looking like she did when she came out of her mother's womb, all right? But, gradually as, you age and start getting sun and the vitamin D and stuff in you, then you start to get your color. You ever heard like my old folks say that? They starting to get their color. You know what I'm saying? When you're a baby and stuff. Well, that's how you start to, some babies are lighter than others, but they all come out lighter than they, originally, that they're going to be. All right, so you start to gain your color. Well, he was telling the Most High, don't leave her like she was when she was coming out. All right, so she was lighter than she was. All right, and as a leprous, you become white. If you black and you dark, well, you become light. It's obvious that you're a leper because you're lighter. It's damn near like how people who get what's vitiligo. It's like that. All right, you see some of them dark skin and then they turn white. You know what I'm saying? White skin. Well, that's what was going on with Mary. All right, keep it.
Verse 13. Verse 13. And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, Heal her now, O God, I beseech thee. Verse 14.
Even though she was hating and the Lord smited her because of her hate. Moses still, asked the Lord to forgive her and turn her back into the color that she was. All right, keep it.
Verse 14. And the Lord said unto Moses, If her father has spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that her be received again.
All right, so she done something that was egregious and embarrassing to her father. All right, and that's what he was equating that to. All right, if she done something embarrassing and made her father look bad, well, he would spit in her face, and she would be ashamed for 7 days, for a week, because of what she done. All right, and that's what the Most High was telling Moses. Put her outside the camp for 7 days. By her being, that was the Lord's way of spitting in her face. Why he made her leprous. All right, and she should be ashamed for speaking against Moses, the anointed one of God, for 7 days outside of his camp. All right. We'll go back to the
This is Numbers chapter 12 and verse 15 in the Hebrew. Matasa, Sagar, Marayam, Makawaza, Lama Kana, Shaba'if, Yum Yum, Waha'im, La'a, Nasa'ai, Aid, Ha'asa, Marayam, verse 12. Wa'akar, Nasa'aiwa, Ha'aim.
You had 16, right?
Tazar, Wath. Wayak, Nawa, Amadabar, Ha'aran. Go to verse 13, chapter 13.
Yeah.
It's Numbers chapter 13 and verse 1. Hebrew.
3 through 5.
Wayadabar, Yahweh, all, Mashah, La'amar, verse 2. Shalak, Laka, Anna Shayam, Waya Tharwa, Af, Arataza, Kana'aim, Ashar, Anya, Nathan, Labanda, Yasha'ala, Ayash, Akkad, Lamata, Abath, Yawa, Fashalakwa, Call, Nasha out, Nasha Ya, Nashaya, Baham. 3. Wayashalak, Atham, Mashah, Mamadabar, Ha'aran, Al, Paya, Yahweh, Kalam, Anashim, Ra'asha, Banya, Yasha'ala, Hama, verse 4. Wa'ala, Shamawatham, Lamata, Ra'awaban, Shamawai, Ban, Zakawar, verse 5. Lamata, Shamaiwan, Shapat, Ban, Kawaraya, Kawarya. You said through 5?
Good job.
This is Numbers chapter 12 and verse 15 in the English. And Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days, and the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again.
All right, so Miriam, she got kicked out of camp, and she stayed out for 7 days, and the Lord, they didn't leave where they was at until Miriam was able to come back into the camp.
Verse 16. And afterward, people removed from Hezron and pitched in the wilderness. It's like in the wilderness of Paran.
All right, so now they left, and then they went and pitched camp in another area.
It's Numbers chapter 13 and verse 1 in the English. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, Send thou men, that they may search the land of Canaan, which I give unto the children of Israel. Of every tribe of their fathers shall ye send a man, every one a ruler among them.
So now they're going out and they're going to look. They're going to go search out the land of Canaan, all right, where the Lord had chosen for his people, the land that the Lord had chosen for his people. All right, so he's sending people, brothers who are heads inside of each tribe. All right, so you have a head in Judah, you have a head in Simeon, you have a head in Issachar. He's sending one person out of each tribe to go and search out this land. All right, keep it.
Verse 3, And Moses, by the commandment of the Lord, sent them from the wilderness of Paran. All those men were heads of the children of Israel. Verse 4, And these were their names. Of the tribe of Reuben, Shemua, the son of Zakur. Verse 5, Of the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat, the son of Hori.
So they're going to just go through all the names of the people who were they were sending to go search out the land of Canaan. All right. Y'all got a question about that? Bless us.
So this is basically a record of everybody that went out into the land of Canaan. What is Canaan? Was that, what land was that?
Canaan was Israel. Where Israel is now,
Uh-huh.
that is the land of Canaan.
Okay.
All right, so it was the Canaan, they called it Canaan because the Canaanites lived there.
Okay.
Those are the people who descend from Canaan. So like there was Moses. I mean not Moses, but Ham. That's Ham's son. So Ham was one of the children of not Moses. What I think? Noah. Ham was one of the children of Noah. All right. So Noah's son was Canaan, and these were the descendants of Canaan. And they lived in they were the Canaanites, and they lived in that area. Good.
I was just going to read what you said. Ham was Noah's son.
And Noah
Canaan
is the Israelite, right? Noah.
Ham was Noah's son.
Right.
Canaan was one of the sons of Ham.
Right.
I don't know, what was you finna say? No, you just said something.
Is Ham? Oh, so what is Ham? Is that an African or what?
Yeah.
Like,
They're Hamites.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hamites.
I'm still learning the name.
So Ham he's the progenitor, he's the father of all the African nations.
Okay, gotcha.
And he was the father of all those nations. Same way that Edom is the father of like the white nations. Well, Ham was the father of those African nations. All right. And we are descendants of Noah also, but we are descended through Shem. Noah had 3 sons. He had Ham, Japheth, and Shem. We are descended through Shem. Abraham was a descendant of Shem. So that makes us, that's how all of us are connected to Noah, through his sons. He had sons, and then all of his sons had sons and sons and sons and sons, and we end up being connected to one of those sons. The Hamites are just connected to the Ham. The Canaanites are connected through Ham. The Cushites are connected through Ham. And so on. So that's how we're all connected to Noah. But they're all different nations of people. They're not all like, you wouldn't be like, well, all of us the same. But we're not. We separated through our generations. That's how we separate. All right?
So if Noah Noah was the father, and he had all the children, right? And he made different bloodlines. The sons made different bloodlines.
Right.
How does that separate us when the bloodline comes from the father?
Well, the Lord separated.
Gotcha.
Right, so we separated. We separated through our generations of of people. So if like it's the same, it would be the same way. That's the same question you would ask. Like we get the question a lot about Esau and Jacob.
Right.
All right, so they're like, well, if they both came from out of Isaac,
Right.
then how are we different? Well, the Lord created different nations out of those two people.
Gotcha.
All right, so that's how it is with Noah also. You know, we have different nations of people that come from out of those sons. All right, so we would all be the same if we all came from, you know, if we were just, you know, one nation of people and we all just came from one person, then that would make us all the same. But by us coming from different nations, different people, that makes us different nations. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, precept. Genesis chapter 10 and verse 32. It says, "These are the families of the sons of Noah after their generations in their nations. And by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood."
And by what?
And by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood.
So all the nations of people are divided by your generations,
Right.
by the nation that you come from. So that's what divides us as a people. It don't make us all the same. We all came from one nation, and we'll all be the same. But by us coming from different people, that makes us different nations of people. All right? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what y'all get?
Okay, so you said different people. You said different people. Who are the different people if Noah was the only person, like
His
the
sons.
only father?
His sons are the different people.
And that's what broke up the Bible generation.
It's like, okay, so I'm gonna give you a good example. All right, maybe you can understand it this way. All right, we are. We all come from like say for instance, I'm trying to think of a good way to say it. Maybe you can understand.
You use vegetation.
Nah. All right, so we didn't come from the same. Me and you didn't come from the same mother and father, right? Right. But we cousins.
Right.
All right, we cousins. And we cousins because of our mothers and fathers. Well, our fathers come from the same people. All right.
Right.
But Africans, we not cousins with Africans, right?
No.
So you wouldn't say, look at an African and be like, that's my cousin. Why not?
It's a different bloodline, right?
Absolutely. That bloodline is what makes us different. All right. That bloodline is what makes us different. The same way, if you look at the East Indians, they come from Noah too, right?
I don't know.
Everybody come from Noah. All right.
Okay.
So they come from Noah too. But you wouldn't look at them and be like,
the bloodline comes from the dad.
but the bloodline, we have a different bloodline because of our dads. Right. You correct.
That's what's confusing me. But Noah is the main head of the father. So how is it different bloodlines?
Because of the children. All right, so
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think of how to. I don't know how else to explain it. It's because of the children. You know what I'm saying? If you got different daddies, me and you. So if you got different daddies, that make you have what?
The same bloodline. I mean, different bloodlines.
Different bloodlines. All right. So if Noah had children, he got 3 sons, and his sons, you know, you got. Say for instance, you got Japheth over here, you got Shem over here, and you got Ham over here. All right. So within those 3 sons, they start to branch off and make their own people, right?
Okay.
I don't get what you ain't understand.
Because this is let me because this is what I'm okay. Noah is the head guy. This is where all the bloodlines from. So we got a circle. Mm-hmm. This is Noah right here, and then these is his kids coming from out of him, like it.
Right.
Shemite, Ham. I don't know the rest of them.
Give me. Maybe this is him. Give me.
How is it that the bloodline comes from the father, and it's different bloodlines coming out?
Okay, so let's say one more time.
How is it that Noah is the head bloodline, How is he having different, like, is these people going out with different women and making different nations?
Absolutely. They're not having babies by the same women. No.
Okay, that's why, okay.
Go ahead,
I understand
I
now.
was gonna say, sis, think about Deuteronomy 7:6, how the Lord put us on top of everybody. So you got like how we come from Shem, the Arabs are Shemites,
right.
but we're not the same. East Indians are Shemites, Japanese, Chinese, the Shemites. We're not the same. So far as nations, like Ottawa said, as we start having sons, we started to drift off and have our own.
Right.
Now you see the different nations, they have different lands.
Right, I understand it now because how the different nations is going with the men's basically going off and making different nations with other women. Is that correct?
The women don't really matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's I don't want you thinking that the women have something to do. It's not the women, it's the men that creates the nation. All right. Read
Start at 54.
Yeah, start.
The second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 54.
All right, pay attention to this.
And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all.
So now we're talking about Adam, right? We're talking about Adam, select here. All right, so now it's talking about Adam, right? So we all come from Adam, right? All right, we keep reading.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
All right, so he said, and the people who thou hast chosen. So now you got all nations of people, right? Come from Adam. Also, you have the people who God has chosen. This is important for you to understand what we're talking about. All right, so you have everybody and you have the people who God chose. All right, so these are separate from everybody, right? The chosen people are separate from everybody else. All right, keep reading.
Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
He made the world for the chosen people's sake, the ones that are different. All right, keep reading.
Verse 56. As for the other people.
As for the other people, who are the other people?
The different nations.
All the different nations, right?
Yeah.
So those are other people. Those are people who are separate from who?
From the Israelites.
From the chosen people. I just stay right here. From the chosen people. All right. Keep reading.
Let me start over. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So the Lord has chosen people, and He also has everybody else.
Right.
All right. So He separated the world, like the brother read in the precept earlier. He separated the world, for the chosen people, so people would know that we are different than those people who are in the world. Even though we all go back to Noah, we all go back to Noah, like everybody else. But we are different than those people, other people who go back to Noah. We have a different bloodline than those people who go back to Noah. Noah is the original bloodline for all people. But our people go, he has a chosen bloodline within the bloodline of Noah.
Right.
All right. So within the bloodline of Noah, you have Japheth, you have Shem, and you have Ham. So which one of those people are the chosen bloodline? Remember, we come from Shem.
Okay, so it got to be Shem.
So it's Shem. All right. So out of those three brothers, there's a chosen one out of those three brothers. So now you start to go and follow the chosen line. So now when you get through the chosen line of people, now you start to see where we come from. All right. So now you start breaking off out of the chosen line. You have a line that's chosen, then you have a line that's not within the chosen line. So like say, for instance, it gets all the way down to Noah. So now, not Noah, but it gets all the way down to Abraham. Now everybody who's some kin of who come from that same bloodline with Abraham, everybody those are the chosen people. All right? Now, it's other people on earth while Abraham is here, right? While Abraham walking the earth, it's still other people. It's still other families and everything. Those people are just not the chosen people. Abraham's line of people is the chosen people. So now you get to Abraham. Now Abraham's side to have kids, right? Abraham had Isaac and he had Ishmael. All right. So now out of those two brothers, who are the chosen out of those two brothers? Isaac. All right. So Ishmael is not, right? So now you eliminate Ishmael from being one of the chosen. So now Isaac have children. All right. But they both come from Isaac, right? Both of them, but Ishmael, I'm gonna go back. Ishmael and Isaac, they both come from Abraham, right? But one of them is not chosen. Right. And we not some kin, even though we come from that same daddy, we not some kin to Ishmael, right?
Right, because it's good.
Why are we not no kin to Ishmael?
Because the Most High kind of divided us, right?
Get a sister here. All right, so now Abraham had Ishmael and Isaac. We not no kin to Ishmael, even though he come from Abraham. But we ain't no kin to him because the Most High divided us. Right. All right, so now go down to Esau. Now Isaac had children. Right. Isaac had Esau and he had Jacob, right? Okay. So now, are we some kin to Esau? Why are we not any kin to Esau?
Because what the Most High said, he divided us.
He divided us, right? So the Most High divided us from Esau. So now we're the chosen people. Esau not. Right. All right. So now Jacob had 12 sons after that. Those sons that are Jacob's sons, those are the 12 tribes of Israel. That's where we come from. Out of those 12 sons. We come from those children. All right. Those chosen people right there, that's where we come from. So every child that comes from us is going to be what?
It's going to be chosen because it's an Israelite. Am I saying it right?
Absolutely, you're saying it right. It's going to be all the children that come from those children, which is us. Every child that we make is going to be chosen also. Right.
Because the Most High didn't divide.
Because the Most High didn't divide us as a people.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. Now you got it. All right. So the Most High is the one who's doing the dividing. Even though we come from the same people, the Most High divided us and made us into a different people. Okay. All right. Most High Christ. Give us a hand, but that was a good question. And that's something, if you don't understand something, you should always ask questions. So to get an understanding, you know what I mean? And that's what we're here for. Help you get the understanding. You know, I had to ask questions to figure out stuff. I didn't just be like read and be like, I know it. I asked questions. Okay, so why is this way? Why is this way? And somebody was able to give me that answer. So that's something that you just keep doing that. That goes for anybody. You know, I still ask questions to this day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. And things that I don't know, I ask questions. All right? But, so don't be discouraged not to ask questions. Or you think it might be a dumb question or something like that. It's not. It's, you know, somebody else who really don't know the question that you ask, they just scared to ask. You know what I'm saying? All right. Any more questions? All right, with that, I'm out. When God Hakodam is turned to face the east. I'm going to say the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanav,
Abanav,
Sabashmai,
Sabashmai,
Gadad,
Gadad,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Shakah,
Shakah,
Yahud,
Yahud,
Lakukah,
Lakukah,
Laba'ah, Hatzah, Hayah,
Hayah,
Haishah,
Haishah,
Wa'aratzah,
Kawah,
Kawah, Hayah,
Hayah,
Hashamai,
Hashamai,
Tanao,
Tanao,
Lakah,
Lakah,
Kah, Yabon, Masalakwa, Kamawakwa, Kasalakwa, Kamawatyanao, Wala'ah, Kawayanao, Balasawa, Mabal, Abashanao, Mayan, Rod, Kaya, Lakah, Hamalakwa,
The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father,
Our Father,
art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our debts. Forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. So. Men of Israel, we're going to get one courtesy salute. Ahmad Shabbat. Ahmad. Barak. Yahweh Bashim al Shabbat. Yahweh Saw. Turn and face the sisters. Men of Israel, we're going to get a sister one courtesy salute. Ahmad Shabbat. Ahmad. Barak. Yahweh Shema Bashim al Shabbat. Yahweh Saw. Dismiss. Well,